Hello, good evening, Twin Minds here. We are returning to the tabletop game shop. Give it another night, see how it plays out in the later levels. The one, Ducks. Hi, hello, welcome. What is your dilemma, the one? So, since the last stream, I have indeed played another couple days. We are now halfway into shop level 10. We have unlocked a couple small things. We've unlocked the miniature stand to house miniatures for deco purposes. We have unlocked this friendly fella here. We have unlocked more space. I mean, obviously there's more space. I have shuffled another painting table here. And then we've unlocked these game components. I think that's it. I think that might be it. I'm not really sure. It's hard to say. You caught yourself a trolley problem, that's right. Yeah. I think that's it. I think we're set. I think I'm all inventoried up. Could use a couple of those, but that's okay. I think we're good. Do I have any to oops, nope, that's not the painting table. Painting table. Ooh. Ah. Right. I have a few. We'll deal with that later, I think. Can I afford the game pieces with the increased tariffs? I mean, maybe. If there's anything like Games Workshop, I could barely afford the figures to begin with, but, you know, whatever. Yeah. So, there's one other thing that we unlocked. Come on in, sir. It's open. Come on. Come on, buy things. We have unlocked employee. Name Leanna, and she has lovely green hair. I'm going to put her on assembly and painting duty, so I don't have to do it. Whenever she manages to show to work. It's 9:30 and she's not here yet. So until then, I'm manning the store myself, I guess. Is she ever going to show up? Ah, there she is. Takes an hour for her to walk to work. I mean, I appreciate that you're walking to work. Stay healthy, stay fit, stay off the roads, that kind of thing. But yeah, we open at 9, ma'am. She makes $96,000 a year. She makes more than the shop does. So now she's painting. Look at her go. She's painting. And now I don't have to do it. Now, I do believe, and I did some testing in my off time while I was painting and whatnot. I do believe that I was correct before in that the paint job on the figures is effectively the best job that I've done at the minigame total. So if I suck at the minigame on a brand new mini, and then I do another one and it's a better one, every mini that I do from that point forward will be the better of the two jobs of painting that I had done. So that's why I couldn't figure out how to sell one crappy painted mini and one not so crappy painted mini, was because there was no not so crappy painted mini. It was my best paint job. So I believe the story with the worker is that she will paint any minis that I have already previously painted, therefore doing as good a job as I could do. So good for her on her fantastic skill out the gate by riding on my coattails. I would say, depending on who you are, the one. Um, for me, 99% of the hobby was painting. Because I hated playing the games, but I loved painting the miniatures and hanging out with friends and stuff. But at the same time, I got a business to run. Yeah, I mean, some of my fondest post high school memories were just chilling at the dining room table with a bunch of friends, painting minis. And I think we ended up playing maybe once every couple months, but we got together damn near daily to paint. Great. So how good has she done so far? She has done a fantastic job. She's already painted like a dozen minis. I had at least 2 minis that were like 4 and 5 count each. And I only have like 6 left that are single count each. So she may be able to finish before the day is done. Now I have yet to put in all of my bug reports and suggestions. I have put in one of them, and that is that the percentage of people paying cold hard cash for hundreds of dollars per purchase is a little bit high, and I think we should rely more heavily on the credit card. Because yeah, it feels like it's like 75 to 80% people who pay in cash. And I think that's a little bit high, considering the significantly high dollar amounts that we're trading in. Please paint responsibly. I know, right? We got some serious hops. Like, I may be nerd. Okay, so I get my head stuck on the ceiling, but it's okay. I may be nerd, but I jump like Jock. And I'm still fairly positive that these people are not increasing in their overall spending capabilities. At least not an appreciable amount. According to the shop score, which is based on the decoration, they should be paying 0.55% more than normal. Now, I have not reported this yet, nor asked the question, but I suspect that actually is supposed to be 55%, and that their decimal is just displaying incorrectly. But if it's displaying correctly, and we're getting 0.55%, then that is clearly not going to be very beneficial, and they should probably change that. Hello, Scooby. I am getting rich adjacent. I am selling things and there is money changing hands. How much money is up for debate, but okay. She has not seemed to make any progress. That is because I have looked at my numbers wrong. If I look here, yeah, that's more like it. Okay, so she has not successfully painted maybe more than 1 or 2 miniatures. So we have 5, 10, 15, 17. We have 17 minis that need painting. And if I look here, I have 6 minis that are painted. So let's give her till the end of the day and see if she's managed to accomplish anything. And if not, she gets floor duty. And by that, I mean she gets to sit on the floor and think about what she's done. Ooh, 332. Nice. You'd take the floor duty? I mean, that's fair. Oh, I never said anything about paying her. If she can't accomplish painting a single mini in a day, then she's not getting paid for that day. You're not allowed to leave until you've painted at least 3 minis. I mean, my painting chairs are full. -1, I suppose. My gaming table is kind of sort of full. Dude man's just gesturing to himself, but that's okay. Maybe he's doing a mock game. Maybe he's testing a build. Or there's a lady there and I didn't notice. Oh, am I blind? She should get paid by the mini. She should. So it is now 8 p.m. Oh, and they just noticed. Great. Sir, one last transaction. And she's gone. Okay, let's check her work, shall we? Not a single fucking mini painted. Okay. I'm going to open up my bug report list and add that to the list. So I just paid her like 120 bucks or something like that to sit around all day twiddling her thumbs pretending to paint miniatures. I mean, she added to the... Ma'am? I was going to say she added to the ambiance of the place, making it feel full, but... so she left, got to the end of the street, came back, went to go cross the street so she can go that way. I think she got lost going home. I'm not entirely sure. She's the smartest little bulb. She's been huffing paint all day. Fair. All right. So let's get some stock in here. We need one of those. We need one of those. We need 3 of those. Guess we could use a red. Could use a book. Blue book. Book. Blue book. Green book. Perfect. And then we need blue novel. Paint and paintbrush. And spray paint. Blue novel. Paint, paintbrush, spray paint. Yes. I first hired her and tested her as a cashier, and she does just fine. In fact, potentially better than me. So I think I might just shove her back on cashier duty. I was hoping that I could get away with putting her on painting duty so I didn't have to do it. But if cashier is the only job that she's got the brain cells for, then cashier it is. I want to check out the other responsibilities as well, just to see what else I can have her do. I could check to see if anyone else is capable of painting. She's definitely lost. She is definitely lost. Exactly, Scooby. That is my cashier. That is my employee. She's just lapping the block after 8 p.m. lost and can't figure out how to get home. she's just lost. Oh, good God! All right. See, you know, I hire and I expect just basic competence. And I get someone who can't even find their way home at night. I don't I don't know what to do about that. Looks like I might be opening a couple boxes. This is good. I think they have the ability to stock shelves, but that does require, well, actually it might not require keeping merch, because there's another setting in there somewhere about giving them a budget to restock the shelves with. So it could be that they could buy as well as stock, which would be nice. Hey Gila, what you doing? Gila's shifting and shuffling behind my desk, like he can't figure out just the right spot to bug me with. All right, red box. Great. Big box. Wonderful. And collector's box. They've missed things. Fire is always a good option there, Ninja. Extracurricular incompetence. I mean, fair. Actually, I might be able to use this to my advantage. Hang on. She's doing another lap. If I can end the day with her right outside the shop, she might just start working right away. 250 bucks, Jesus. Alright, ma'am. No, because it resets the feckin' NPCs. Okay. Alright. So, let's take a look at employees. I can't hire another one. I wanted to keep the green-haired lady. Maybe we'll just let her be for a bit. She gets to go... Oh. Playing with customers is an option. I'm not sure if that's necessary. She's level 2 of assembling and painting. Hold up. Them and the customers generate 6% more money while painting. I'm not sure she was generating more money. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. So, she will show up for work at 9 a.m. and be ready to go if I wait for her to show up and don't open the store as soon as the day starts. This is good. I can at least figure out how to cheese the system ever so slightly. Yeah, I think the seating arrangement for painting, as well as asking her to play with customers, can help just generally generate more revenue. So, like, if I had her playing with customers, the people who pay to sit at the chairs to play games would generate more revenue over time. So I could relegate her to floor duty and having her be the people person. See, she's not bad at cashiering. Not like ridiculously fast, but she handles customers just fine. As fast, if not faster, than they can come in and buy stuff, which is all I need of her. I mean, they all look like they're dead inside. At least she's putting on the flair to pretend like she's not. I don't see 15 pieces of flair, but she's making a token effort. Alright, I'll slap one of you down, I'll slap one of you down. Bippity boppity boop. Alright, let's go paint shit. Well, let's assemble shit before I paint shit. But almost forgot how to assemble things, Jesus. If anyone says shenanigans one more time. He took my seat. I frequently use shenanigans. It's one of my better words. I enjoy shenanigans. I enjoy calling people out on their shenanigans. Alright, so she's gonna customer. I also figured out that if you play a game, which we shall do to help this lady feel at home, if you play a game, time doesn't necessarily stop, but it goes pretty damn slow. Muppet, referring to a person, is a good option. Yep. Thingamajig, thingamabob, doohickey. I also like cockwomble, although I can never really manage to fit it into a daily sentence. kerfuffle is also good. Twat waffle's also pretty good. Okay, I don't need that many slashy doos. Here, let's get rid of a slashy do. There, better. Great. Get bopped, lady. So, imagine you're entering a game store, and you feel really shy, and you sit down at a table, and just hope that someone comes by and sits down to play. And then the owner of the store walks over, slaps his perfectly painted minis down on the table, proceeds to just absolute waffle stomp you into the ground, and then walks away like nothing happened. How would that go in your mind? And it just walks away. Doesn't say a word, just walks away. Oh, it totally is up to the mindset of conversation. Like if they're being one of those raging dickbag players, then no, that's no fun. Hooray! Thanks for the chest, lady. I appreciate it. She just gave me a random chest. Thank you. I think time was actually passing now, so there might be a difference when the employee is here to work. Because when I was all alone, I did it, and I could run through several games in a row and only pass a few minutes. But now it does appear that time was passing normally when she was here. Alright, time to paint. Not only are they aggressive board game win noises, but they're the only noises, which makes them feel even more aggressive. You will paint. Not well, but they will be painted. Honestly, I think it'd be a good start just to have, you know, a nicely sprayed base coat on some figs ready to go. Be like, look, we did the base coat job for you to make sure it's nice and thin coating, so it doesn't cover any features. Call it abstract painted, there you go. I have seen some very interesting paint jobs on figures in my years. And not all of them interesting in a good way. So it doesn't have to be perfect, it just needs to be painted. What is going on? I have never thought of myself as grizzled. Gristly, perhaps, but not grizzled. Alright, we are at 8 p.m. I spent the last 3 hours of my work shift just painting. Ignoring the world around me, just painting. It's a shame that the employee just up and leaves immediately at 8. Oops. Oops. Whoops. Those are awful. Because I could use her assistance after close to clean up shop, stock shelves, etc. But I guess I'll just put her to work first thing in the morning instead. I would say I could do infinitely more minifigs than her in a day. Considering she can't do one. So, infinite's a good number, right? That's like hella more productive. There we go. Oh, hey, I leveled up while I was sitting there. A new art book. Ooh. Upgraded gaming table. Premium shelf. Oh, gentlemen? Did she walk away while you were standing in line? I'm gonna have to have a word with that girl. They were gonna sit there all fucking night. They were just sitting there waiting for me to finish painting. They were too ashamed to try to get my attention. Or maybe I put off like a don't bother me aura. That's almost kind, Iron Ninja. Okay, so we're gonna see tomorrow morning. I'm not gonna stock shelves right now. I'm gonna clean up because I don't have an employee that can clean, apparently. I'm going to just order stock first thing. Actually, no, I'm not gonna order stock first thing in the morning. I'm gonna tell her to order stock first thing in the morning and see if she's at least capable of stocking shelves. So we're ending the day. Hey, why is she getting more money today? Is her salary just going up daily? Or is her salary going up based on her skill? Let's take a peek at her skill. If she leveled up in cashier, then that might explain the $10 increase. She did indeed level up at cashier. Okay. Yep, and her salary is now... Yep, okay. The higher an employee's skills are, the higher their salary becomes. That makes a lot of sense. Skill issue indeed. Alright. Manage inventory. Buying and restocking products. Okay. So let's see if she can do that. You can have $4,000. Because I'd probably end up spending about that much anyway. I only have $4,000. Let's do a whopping $2,000 today. How do I get out of this screen? There we go. She bought product. Look at her. Look at her go. She's not going to do it quick, but she's going. And since time has paused at 9 a.m., I could do this all morning. Will she stop abandoning the shoppers if she levels up enough? I'ma guess no. I do have that on my list though. Cashier goes home before all employees or all customers are done shopping. Would be nice if she stuck around and did the rest of them. I mean, it's a good salary, the one. It would be good to know if we had like how many days in a year, because maybe she's not taking a full. Maybe she's not taking a full 40-hour week. Maybe she's not taking 5 days a week. What you doing over there? There's no stock over there. Have you finished? What you doing? What you doing? There's $1,652 left in the budget. Although if I look at the shelves, I could say that we have a stock amount. So maybe she hasn't figured it urgent enough to replace them. Here, let's try this. Let's try this and just see if she's struggling with partial shelves. Yeah, she was struggling with partial shelves. Got it. Yeah, and it's probably more like 48 to 50 weeks per year, because you know you gotta have a few weeks off for various vacations and whatnot. I mean, I'm not a monster. Of course, she's got PTO. I mean, I'm not gonna like make her work on the holidays. So this is, I'd say, a minor flaw in the way the inventory system works. In that she just will not stock. Oops, accidentally opened that one. Oh darn. Oh darn. She absolutely will not stock if the shelves are not completely empty. So that goes on my bug list, or at least suggestion list. So I have that marked down as they will not fill, or they will not stock partial shelves. It would be nice to have a keep shelves full setting. Well, my list is pretty sizable. Um, my list is 35 lines long. Cut out 10 for a couple double spaces. Alright. She's doing. We're gonna go ahead and open. We're mostly stocked and she's gonna finish it off. And then I'm gonna do another test. I have 2 minis to assemble. Currently have no minis to paint, so I want to see if she will assemble, and then see if she will paint. She's getting levels for painting. She got 2 levels for painting, so I'm paying her more per day for the levels that she gained for that. If this doesn't work, then she's not doing that anymore, because I don't want to keep leveling her up without her actually getting anything out of the deal. Bloop, 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 bloop. You know which shop game I'm really looking forward to, though? Unfortunately, it's not coming out until March, so it's a little ways off. The, Retro Rewind, the one that I have a hard time saying. The Blockbuster Simulator. Ah. I had to dodge her. She was incoming. Okay, so I think she's done stocking shelves. Did you just pick up trash from the floor? Good for you. I didn't even have to tell her. She just did it. Alright, assemble and paint. Assemble and paint. Oh. Interesting. So when she doesn't have an active job, for example, when I have her set on managed shelves and the shelves don't need managing, she does things on her own. She cleans, she goes to play with customers. She may not be completely daft after all. Look at her go. She's playing with people. She's playing games. She keeps thinking she's going to get up and then she decides to change her mind. Goes back to playing games. Now, I technically have her on assemble and paint duty. She ain't doing that. She is, however, actively leveling the playing with customers. So at least it recognizes what she's doing currently and giving her skills appropriately. I wasn't sure if it was like locking her into the game playing while also leveling her and painting for whatever reason. So at least this part's going well. That, ma'am. I get that you're eager to work. However, do the job I told you to do. Hang on. No. She's absolutely not doing the job I told her to do. Alright, fair. Because, yeah, she was getting up to do the register. Like, that's what she was doing when she sat down. But that is interesting, because she was playing a game with the customer, but she was willing to interrupt her game with the customer to go check someone out at the register and then go back to her game. But she wasn't willing to stop the game to go paint. So, dedication to customer service. She gets a gold sticker. And now she's painting. She waited for her game with the customer to be done. And now she's painting. She's literally doing what I would have gotten fired for at Walmart. And that was taking care of customers first. I literally got written up for that. Okay, she's painting. She has assembled a figure. She has assembled a figure. Question is, will she have painted the figure by the end of the day? I think the answer may be no. Yeah, see, my Walmart experience was, I started off in the pet department, lugging the heavy pet food and litter and whatnot over on. I was always overnight stocking, but we had the fish, and customers would want some fish sometimes at night, so I would help them with that. I eventually got shuffled off of the pet department. They never officially explained why, but unofficially I heard it was because I was spending too much time taking care of customers and taking care and cleaning the fish tanks when the customers complained about the fish tanks, instead of doing my stocking job, despite the fact that my stocking job was always done by the end of the night. And then, after the pet department, I went to the electronics department, where I got written up once for helping a customer instead of stocking the shelves. And then I got written up for stocking the shelves instead of helping a customer. And then, during a particularly busy night, a customer stopped me and asked me to help them find something on my way back to the break room. And I got written up for insubordination because I didn't go on break when I was told to go on break. And that was when they made me write a 2-page essay on why I wanted to keep my job. And my response was, shove it up your ass. And then I was disqualified for unemployment because I got written up for insubordination, which is some sort of clause within the unemployment that if you are fired for your own problems, you do not qualify for unemployment. So that was my lovely time working at Walmart. Oh, and then 10-something years later, after they went through the wage theft lawsuit or class action, I got a check in the mail. $4 whole. Suck it, Walmart. I stuck it to them in the end. Whole fucking system is a joke, I swear to God. Alright, so she has been wandering. She has assembled all the figures. She has painted the figures. Has she learned how to do her job? I applaud you, ma'am. I applaud you. And I'm going to let you wander around aimlessly and choose your own task. Choose your own destiny. Do what makes you happy within the confines of this shop. Oh, everything Walmart does is illegal. Like, straight up. Like, their process of writing me up several times for helping a customer, then not helping a customer, then helping a customer, whichever direction it was, that was their process of actively firing me while doing it legally, so that they were not held responsible for any wrongdoing. They were writing me up for what they were perceiving as various me not doing my job, so that they could get away with getting rid of me in their own way and deny me of unemployment. Like, that's one of their active tactics, because they're responsible for unemployment fees if someone claims unemployment after they leave their company. So they were doing everything in their power to get rid of me without being responsible for it. Okay, so we have some shelfage empty. It could only work if she's the one who assembled them. I'm not really positive. I have 12 grand in my pocket. Let's fill shelves first before we do that. You know what? Let's get Lady to help me fill shelves first before we do that. Alright, we're just gonna order stuff. And I'm curious if she will assist in putting it on the shelves, even if she's not ordered to. So we need more novel space. I have more novel space. No, wait your turn. Busy. Alright, so we need brushy paint. No, we need brush painty. We need black and white spray paint. We need game component set, modeling set. 2 of those, 1 of those. We need more dice, 2 boxes, potentially. Blue and red rule books. She's just gonna wander aimlessly. We need another green novel box. Ooh, we also need the art book. Forgot about the art book. And then we need red box, green box, blue box, brown box, big brown box, orange box. I have already forgotten. Yes. Shibbity bobbity boo. And then we're also gonna get... we unlocked the upgraded gaming table, so I want to kind of get 2 of those to replace my existing ones. And I want to start upgrading to premium shelving, so that the customers buy more things. It just says increases sales compared to a standard shelf. It doesn't really say what. Let's buy 2 of the gaming tables. Let's buy 2 of the premium shelves. Start there. That's like all of my money. Alright. Now, there's a whole bunch of shit on the curb. Can you... She did. She listened. She's doing. She is turning into a much better employee than I anticipated. So she was just being a Karen, is what I'm hearing. Ooh, right. Art book. Not open yet. That's not ready yet. Any more white spray paint? Not open yet. Jeez, can't you see we're dealing with problems here? Move along. See, now that I know roughly how good the employees are, I can't wait to like get to level 20 and have more employee. Oh. Oh, I was kind of hoping I'd open one for myself. Hey, 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 hey. I was working on that. She's being too efficient. She's putting away boxes that I was setting aside for other things. She's gonna do it again. She's gonna do it again. I'm doing things here, lady. Alright, so we need a shelf for the art book. And I don't really have a place for it yet. Guess it can go over here for now. Gonna need to expand the shop soon. There's a mini to paint, so she's painting minis. Got it. Alright, this can just go here for now. Not very aesthetically pleasing. Blocks my line of sight, but it's fine. Actually... What was the other thing I unlocked? Gaming table premium shelf. Oh, the big storage shelf got unlocked a bit ago. Okay. I almost never keep stock over. $70 for an art book. Dang. Alright, so what I kind of want to do is I kind of want to shuffle these things a little bit. But not enough to do it. The only thing that really stands out as needing to be moved is the novels. I kind of want them near the art book, but not really. Because we got the rule book and the dice directly next to the basic and the collector's packs. And then we have the army books directly next to the army packs. So that all works. This is the only thing that really doesn't work all that well. Neat. Okay, how long are you going to take to paint that? Or are you just assembling? Or are you not going to actually make progress until... Never mind. She finished assembling just now. So it takes her, like, 2 hours to do a figure. Maybe a little bit longer. I mean, we don't really have a clock going to really time her, but... Okay. Let's just crack on with the day. So we have... Oh, interesting. So she does count as a seat at the painting table. Because she is currently... My money is going up, so she is currently... She's paying me to paint. But I'm paying her to paint. It's a very odd relationship we have. I don't know how much it would be worth for her to sit in a seat all day. Well, it's buggy, but it's intended. Because, I mean, the description of it is... this one. Them and the customers generate plus 6% more money while painting. So there is an expected income for seats at the tables. Both the painting and the gaming tables. So she is just occupying a seat, and according to the skill, while she is occupying a seat, anyone else who is painting also makes more money than if an employee weren't sitting there. So she's providing moral support. Maybe she's providing painting tips. Maybe she's helping to keep paint stocked, or... I don't know. I'm going to assume moral support is the right answer. Okay. So let's see about winning some games. I think her name's Leanna. I keep forgetting what her name is. Leanna, let's play a game. Oh, nope, she's customering. My squad's gone? Did the squad only exist at the table? Oh. Oh. Bug. Hang on. All my squads are gone. So they were either tied to that tier of gaming table, or the act of deleting all of my gaming tables wiped out my squads, because who needs squads when you don't have gaming tables? So I'm writing that as a bug of some kind or another. Actually, was I getting money while she was seated and the store wasn't open? I don't think so, but we'll have to check on that. Because if we could just sit her there and make money passively at 9 a.m. without ever closing the shop, that's infinite money. I only noticed it, I think, after I opened the shop, but I wasn't paying enough attention. So that may need to be something to look at. We'll check on that tomorrow. It'll be fine. You. 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 Scrubby, 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 scrubby. Alright, so how many figures do I have currently? I have 25 on the top row, 20 on the second row, so 45. Another 17, another 15. I have a lot of figures is what I'm seeing here. And not all of them are selling very quickly. No, I don't even have a price for you. Let's make you 110. Trying to keep roughly around market price just to see if... Alright. I'll sell another one then. Just trying to get them to sell more quickly. But it doesn't really feel like they're selling any quicker at market price, which is unfortunate. I'm already doing it, lady. I'm already doing it. I'm already doing it. Alright, you may have your precious cash register back. Alright, so she's technically set to assemble and paint. But she wanders around doing her own thing anyway, so I'm kind of okay with that. And we only have 113 bucks left for restocking budget. That's fine. I think I'll probably end up buying it myself and having her help stock the shelves. Have the price on these changed? No, okay. Oops. Didn't do it. I swear. What? Oh, look, where the hell did she go? She was hiding behind me. Plug it. Ooh, get a gold head. What was the gold head that we got? I think it was this guy. Hellas the Scarlet Count. We're, I think, one piece away from getting a full one of him. I think I have gotten a gold one before. Let's sort by rarity. No, I have not gotten a gold one yet. I've gotten the Bone Warden, which I think is a silver or a blue rarity. And we've gotten the Banshee a couple times over as a blue rarity. And we just got another Apothecary. I think most of these are all blue rarities, possibly. Sorry, my employee's over there painting. She can't come to the phone right now. Oops. Nice. Okay, so we're gonna need some shelfage. shelfage. Give. Need some shelfage. That lighting tone shift just before 8 p.m. really throws me off sometimes. Like it switches to a really, really blue tone to the light. National Cupcake Day? I was not aware of such a thing. Nor do I have any cupcakes to celebrate. Boxes were awful. All those ones I just opened, they're all grays. Awful. Okay, so we need... Oops. Didn't actually mean to do that one. These ones I mean to do. Let's end the day. Get the lady here. She is costing me more and more every day. But she is also coming into her own. She is becoming a model employee, and I would like to continue supporting her in that endeavor. Alright, so we need stuff and things. We need bookity bookity book. We need templates. We need paint. And we need paint. And we need mini. And we need book. I think that'll do for now. I also love stuff and things. That was not even intentional, Iron Ninja. Model employee, Jesus. Boxes. Which one you grabbing? That one? Perfect. I remember Supermarket Simulator had an issue where if you grabbed a box that had already been kind of flagged code-wise that that's the box that the employee is going to grab, it broke their entire AI. They could not function if you took the box away from them. So I just kind of got in the habit of looking to see what they're going to grab first. Ooh, that's gold pants. We got gold pants. Okay. I apparently bought the wrong box. Or I got myself confused. I'm not really sure which. But I intended to buy another one of these. Let's buy 2 more of those. Great. Now there's so many figures to paint. And she's doing it. However, we are not making money while we're closed. So she does not sit there and make money for me while the day has not started yet. Kind of a shame, but it makes sense. Alright, anything else I need to buy? Not really. Actually, I could use another paint set. That'll do. That'll do. Alright, away we go. Come on in, sir. Now, I have no idea how quickly she'll be able to get through this. We've got 13 minis to assemble currently. And then I'm not entirely sure how many to paint. None currently. So she is, I think she is assembling and then immediately painting. So 13 minis. We started her off probably about a half an hour before we opened the shop. So we're going to see how long it takes for her to finish all 13. If she even finishes today. If not, we'll just judge her by her work by the end of the day. If she can manage all 13, then I'll consider her adequate. Because we're really only doing... Well, I guess we're doing an 11-hour shift. 9 to 8. By the way, the clock switched itself from 24-hour to 12-hour time. I did not change that setting. Because I remember our first night, we were running until 2000 hours. But now it runs till 8 p.m., so I don't know what happened, why that setting changed. It's also a setting I didn't realize existed. Let's see if it's still a thing. Yeah, so there is, we can switch to euros if we're feeling like, you know, we need some colorful money. And there's a bajillion languages. It's nice. Ooh. Colorful. No, thank you. Hang on. Oh, yeah. That's good stuff. Hello, sir. Don't mind me, just switched on the black light. What's up, Dracula? How you doing? Dracula, I have bad news for you. I have bad news. All of our squads vanished. It happened when I sold the old beat up tables and bought new tables. All of the squads vanished. Including my beat myself up deck. It was sad. I do have some nice new figures, though. I have a couple priests that can do healies for their feelies. I have a few of the frosty skellies. I have random assortment of various other peoples. I kind of wanted to try an excessive healing deck, but I feel like every time I've tried a healing anything, it ends up just being a way to prolong the game for very, very long. Like if you're playing a healing deck, especially in this 3-round type of game, you're banking on always playing all 3 rounds no matter what, and just coming out with the most hit points by the end. So I would much prefer to find a deck that could reliably just ultra smash and get the game done earlier. Right. Didn't I? Oh, I thought I only had 15 or 13 to assemble. I didn't realize the first page. Oh no. I may have set her a task that was impossible to complete. Paint all of my minis before you go home. Never mind that there's more than like 7-10 people can paint a day. But she's giving it her all. She's sure gonna try. It's true. Gotta make up for the day she didn't do a damn thing. Only problem is I have no easy visibility to how far she's gotten. Sure doesn't feel like she's done anything. Oh, just like an end of day report on how much she actually managed to accomplish or something like that. Never-ending stream of customers. I like it. Thing to show how many you've made today would be fine. Because, yeah, I mean, right now it just shows me how many in general there are to assemble. And according to this, she's done one. Now, whether that means she's done one or if she's done one whole type, and there were multiple per type, I can't say for sure. But she's done one. And that's just assembling one, which makes me think that she's probably assembling and then taking a much longer time to actually paint. Change that from day to year, Dracodai, and the number's still 0. I wish the number were higher, but it is not. Oh, in-game. That's a different story. Ma'am, here, hang on. Let me show you how it's done. Oh, right. I don't have any assembled. God damn it. Hang on. Ma'am, show me how it's done. No, don't stop. No, don't stop painting. I need you to keep painting. God damn it. Sigh. No, man. You get out of here. No. Shoot. No, she's wielding a mop at me. Kicked her out of her seat and she started wielding a mop at me. Okay, so still hasn't made any progress. I feel like she is doing things, but it's very inconsistent. Like there was one day where she was able to do like half a dozen minis and still get done well in time to just peter around the store. But other times she'll get stuck doing one mini and just never finish. Oh, hello, last minute customer. How are you? Hello, Gila. How are you? Hello, kitty. Hi. How are you, kitty? You know what? I'm feeling a color change. We're switching to Euro. Then I won't notice a damn thing until tomorrow. Oh, okay. So switch to euros. The price tag still showing dollars. My dollar amount at the top corner shows euros. Meh. 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 Gila. You're a silly kitty. There is a kitty here in the darkness, I swear. See? There's a kitty. Oh. Wait, did my total change? 80, 64? No, still 80, 64. It just has a comma instead, and that's just weird. Do you remember what it was before? Gila. Yeah. I need you to stop and stay. Stop and stay. Be a good kitty. Be a good kitty. Gila. Stop. I don't think they're converting anything. I think it's purely an aesthetic change. They're definitely not doing like an actual currency conversion. Yeah. Meh. 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 He's glaring at me because I'm holding him hostage. He's got the ears slightly back, the eyes slightly squinted, full on scrunch in his face, just glaring at me. All because I'm trying to get him to sit still so I can pat him. Alright, fine, shoo. Get away. Don't you dare yell at me, sir. Alright, let's switch it back to euros just to give it a day. It could be a save and restart situation. The comma is really messing with me, though. Like, I get it, and I know that that is a thing that certain countries use, but it still messes with me. So, her sitting there all day painting, combined with however many customers sat there with her, still only $91. She is barely offsetting her salary. Nope, still dollars. I mean, it could be a save reset. Could do that. Also, howdy iSucks. Let's see if just reloading it does it. Yep, reloading it does it. Okay. We're now on euros for all of our prices. Great, we'll do euros for a day. The comma's still going to be bane of my existence. But we are here. The customer's coming. I mean, not the customer. The employee's coming. Leanna, hi, hello, welcome. I think our stock is fine. I mean, we could top up a little bit, but I don't think we need to. So let's just go and sell things. Gizmo, don't Gizmo, no. My tea. He's trying to steal my tea bags. And when he does, he grabs them and almost tips over the cup or pulls the tea bags out and tries to launch them around the room. Meow. Alright, you know what? You know what, man? You know what? You need to stop not painting and just go be at the register. Go be register. She's gonna keep sitting there until she's done painting that figure. Okay, that's fine. I just noticed it was still in dollars. I see. I feel like that's not right. Noises! Doc's doing the bits for the gizmo treats. Do kiddies want treats? You want a treat? Yeah? Yeah? You want treats? Kitties want treats? You're so cute. You're so cute. He just went. Hang on. He needs eyeball cleansing. Hang on. No, you hold still. Don't scoot. Don't scoot. Now I know Gizmo. Gila. Gila's the one yelling at me. Gizmo's the one I'm looking at. Here, let's just push this button for the moment. Gizmo. Gizmo. He's squirming. He's squirming. He's squirming. He's squirming. He's squirming. Kitty. His back fur's all ruffled. There we go. Treats? You want treats? You want them? Okay. Yeah, Gila. Come on, Gila. It's treat time. There. It's treat time. Oh, you caught a rubber ducky. Wonderful. You found some keys. I shall also fish. I almost want to put the employee back on painting and just see if another day will give her some time to do stuff. We'll keep on keeping on right here. Oh, never mind. She's done. Fine. Be that way. Let's see. She hasn't painted a single figure. Hasn't assembled nor painted a single figure. So yeah, something's definitely off there. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. Hey, I got a starfish. Okay. So I think I will keep my report of the assembly and painty person has not really doing their job reliably. Well, so she's supposed to assemble and paint. So if I have figures to assemble, she is supposed to assemble them, then paint them. She is doing neither of those jobs. I think if I assemble a bunch, she might paint them. So let's test that next. In fact, I have a bunch assembled now. Let's throw her back at painting. Which she'll get to eventually whenever the customers stop. There she goes. Yeah, the euros is throwing me off too much. If it was actual euros, it might work a little bit better. So we'll switch that dollars, and then we'll test to see if it switches on the day. I don't remember if I tested that or not, but we'll save load after the day is done. Is that right? Those are nowhere near the colorful euros I was expecting. Wow, what a dead day. It was 3:30 and there was only one customer in the shop. That's awful. Probably realistic, but that's awful. Ooh, yeah, we're gonna have to restock. But see, if they're at a convention next door, they're not buying things from me. And that's upsetting. Oh, hey. Bop. 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 Huh. Huh. So if the sign resets, I bet if I take this archer person off and put her back on again, yeah. If the sign resets, it switches the currency. Kitty's done. Yeah, he done? Okay. Gila confirmed that he was done. Unfortunately, Knight, there's only one answer to that question. Because there is only one board game. Ooh. Large packs of the same 3 colors. Got it. And then a premium miniature sales table. Okie dokie. Probably should do those first. If their intention is to increase my sales. Oh, you want my favorite real world board game, not board game in this game? That's a good question. That's a good question. I would probably have to go with Pandemic. Although there are many contenders for my favorite board game. Castle Mad King Ludwig is alright. I've only played it once or twice, and I think I struggled with the mechanics of it. Dice Throne? I don't think I'm familiar with that one. Alright, let's audit the lady. There's only 3 left unpainted. And I think she's probably going to finish one before she goes home for the night. There she goes. And no, she must have, like, I don't know, pocketed a current one that she was working on. So there's 3 left remaining. I think we'll have to test her more thoroughly tomorrow, because I don't know how many I assembled. I know it was more than 3. So she did manage to paint. She just doesn't manage to assemble correctly. Yeah, definitely needs to be some kind of tracking. The only tracking that there is currently is when I monitor her work before the beginning of and end of the day. Just to see where she was at. I assembled like 6 or so? Okay. And considering she was fairly distracted and I didn't start her on painting duties until halfway through the day, I'd say that's okay. But I want to get her started tomorrow on a full day of painting and see how many she can accomplish. And to that end, we're going to open some boxes. It would also be good just to have a count. Like, count of how many to assemble. Count of how many to paint. Just on those screens. Just to have numbers available. Because like this, I'd have to manually count. I've got 10 on the screen. That's it. So I got 10 that I need to assemble still. Never enough pieces for her to paint. I'm also curious if she would finish painting at the beginning of the day before we start the timer. Because I know she finishes whatever she's currently working on at the end of the day, but I don't know if she actually properly starts working and actually works on models at the start. So I'd be curious if that's the case. Okay, so none left to assemble. Ooh. Pyrrhus sacrificed. Ice Gahul. That's not a new piece. I've got 4 completed. How is that marked as new? I don't know. Weird. Okay. So, we need shelf stocking. But I'm going to do that tomorrow. And she just paces endlessly around. Okay, so let's see how many we've got currently for her. Sort by completion is fine. Okay. So we have 6, 9. And then 6. We got 15. And then we got 20. 26. We got 26 for her to paint currently. Let us end the day. Pay her. And then while I stock shelves, she's going to come in and hopefully sit down and start painting. We'll see how well she manages before the day starts. It's possible that she won't. It's possible that she just won't do that. Get painting. Get painting. Paint. Okay. So, 26 was our starting number. We'll judge her at the end of my shelf stocking. And then we will start the day and then judge her again at the end of the day. Okay, so let's do this. We don't need as many shelves of these guys. Oops. Oops, I opened some. We don't need as many shelves, so we're gonna switch to one shelf of small boxes and one shelf of large boxes. And I might do that over here as well, but only once I need the shelf space. Like we'll cut off this in half and then switch to the large ones. Oops. Okay. Dippy bop, baby bobbly boo. Dang. I went through a lot of stock. Okay, so let's buy some stuff. We need a large box of each of these. We need 2 orange, 2 large. Three of the smalls. We need 1 red. We need a rule book and a green rule book. Need 2 of the templates. 2 whites and might as well do 2 black paints. Two brushes and a regular paint set. Why am I still selling small boxes? For the variety of it. For the variety of having small boxes to sell and large boxes to sell. Customers have limits on how much money they're able to spend or able or willing to spend. So if you have smaller dollar value items to pull out, they might spend a little extra bit out of their pocket change. So if they only had $100 to spend, they're not going to buy 2 of these. They might buy 1 of these and 1 of these, though. I don't actually know how it works. Just my general assumption. Plus, I like being able to sell some of each. I need 2 boxes of art books. And I need a blue novel box. Guess I could do 2. Yeah, we'll do 2. Have a little bit of extra. Okay. That is $5 grand in product. 5,500 in product. No. No. We're busy, in case you couldn't tell. These people, I swear to God. I should probably start to consider when I'm going to swap out these shelves for the premium variety. Although I did say that I was going to try doing the premium mini shelves first. Just because I want those to sell more. Hi. But no. That's a lot of shelf stocking. It's a lot of product sold in 2 days. Okay, last box. I didn't even order the modeling set. Dang it. Let's see. So we need to do 3 of these. And then 2 modeling sets. I think that'll be good. I guess I don't really need them, but I do kind of need them. Let's do 3. Anything else I'm kind of low on? And we're kind of low on the red books. So we'll buy a red book. Ooh. Could do with a regular rule book too. Okay. Let's do it. Anything else? No. No, I think we're pretty good. Ah. I have finally run out of shelf stocking space. There we go. Okay, so now we check her work to see if she's managed to accomplish anything. I did acquire 2 additional to assemble. I'm not going to dock those against her. 26 was the number we started with. Let's see. So we've got 9. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So she has actually managed to paint 7 of them at the start of the day without us actually starting the day. It's not efficient, mind you, but it is efficient adjacent. Yeah, 7 of them without starting the timer while I've been stocking shelves. So I've been busy, she's been busy, we're both just chilling in the store, getting busy together while we wait for the day to start. So let's start the day. Here, while we wait for customers, let's do some shelf jiggery pokery. Fuck. Fuck. Hang on. A couple things I forgot to do. Forgot to set the prices on these. So we're gonna up it, round it. We're gonna up it. We're gonna up it. What was the price on these? Yeah, okay. And then, was that my only new product? The 3 of those? I think it was. I, of course, choose this shelf that has the bajillions of dice on it to try to replace. So that was smart, you know, whatever. In fact, I ain't doing that. Dice can be next to the counter. See? You can figure out where the dice are. Good man. That's not how numbers work. There we go. Okay, so we started at 26. 26. Those are numbers. Yep. We started at 26 for her to paint. Before we opened the shop, she did 7 of them. So that leaves her with 17 to paint throughout the day. And we'll see if she gets up and stops painting. We'll just double check to make sure she finished. And then we'll give her a hopeful timer on how long it takes for her to actually do figures. But I think we have determined that either she can't assemble or she does it so slowly that it hardly matters. Which is fine, because assembly is the lesser of the two for me to do if I'm having to do assembly versus painting. That was 311. I think that might have been one of my highest sales. I don't know if it was my absolute highest sale, but it was pretty high up there. All right. So we have $8,000. $8,000 is not bad. So I think my next step would be to replace the mini tables. As soon as I get a moment. Okay. Replace the mini tables. Shop. 2 premium mini tables. Alright, she hasn't gotten up yet, so she's still painting. Ah, sir. Personal boundaries. Might even replace the mini tables after the day is done, just so I don't have to interfere with customers wanting to buy my stuff. Oh, I thought she was getting up to be done. No, she was getting up to, I don't know, readjust her butt or something like that. I get it. Sitting for 8+ hours a day can be tricky. I mean, they are mini tables. They are much smaller than the average table. So, I think I got exactly what I paid for. I feel like this man needs an accomplice, but I don't have any squads built. They screwed my squads. Really? I saw that. The smirk on his face. I saw that. Pulled out your money from your pocket and this fell out and you didn't even try to pick it up. That was one thing I wanted to put on my suggestion list. Two different things related to registering. When someone dumps their stuff on the table, I can't click on the products to start checking them out. So if they dump a whole table full of stuff, I have to find the lower half of the register to start checking them out. So it'd be nice if we could just click on the products. And the camera constantly changes and forces your view. It's changing to force my view here. It forces my view back here. If I back out of the register, it forces my view forward again. If I click on the register here, it forces my view forward again. Stop it. So those things are going on my suggestion list. These people are buying enough minis that I might not need to empty the mini tables by the time I need to replace them. Great. Okay, so it is 7:30 p.m. We have just a little bit more time before the day ends and my painting lady gets judgingly. Okay, so she's done. She's gone. She's already left. Alright, now, we judge her work when she's not here. Oh boy. Okay, let's see. So, she has done a few. The numbers at the top row are definitely smaller. In fact, there's only one page of items. So we've got 6, 12. So she managed to accomplish another 5 throughout the day. That is 5 painted minis in an 11-hour workday. I mean, 2 hours a mini is not bad, no. For real people. For game people, where we expect a little bit more gamified versions of things, it could do with an increase. Now, if I were to be higher level and have more employees, we could potentially be painting upwards of 20 per day. But that would be with 4 full-time, full-paid employees that are being paid $300+ a day to paint minis. And actually, no, coming soon. So we don't even have that level yet. So we can only have up to 3. So we can only have up to 15 minis painted per day. So I feel like that speed needs to increase a little bit. It doesn't really say that it goes faster. The level says that it generates more money while painting. So while she's sitting there, her and any other customers are generating more painting income per day. So she's effectively helping to offset her own salary, I guess. So that part's not terrible. But just the fact that she's not really accomplishing much in terms of painting minis is a little bit troublesome. Alright, so let's clear the rest of the table. You go away. I feel like we shouldn't be looking at employees as real life humans. These are my in-game slaves. My slave labor. I need them to work. I need them to do things. Okay. This can go. This can go. Okay. So we have 11,000 bucks. It doesn't look like we have too much restocking to do. We have some, for sure. Maybe we don't need to restock. Maybe we'll be fine. So, we made $165 in paint income today. So, the whole time she was sitting there painting, she was generating money, and she was assisting others in generating money. But still, that only covered less than half of her daily rent. So, she's not really paying for herself, nor is she really helping all that much. So she's much more beneficial as a cashier or a stalker. I wonder if she'd do better at wargame income, because she wasn't helping with the wargame income, but that was still significantly higher than the painting. I wonder if the painting income just isn't going to be that high to begin with. So, what if what if we tighten this place up a little bit? Get some more freaking tables. Could do more, but I kind of want to wait for the, well, I guess if I wait for the premium tables. Premium gaming table, level 19. So it's going to be a bit before I get premium tables. There, to make this place an absolute nightmare to walk through. I could do another row, I think. Here, let's grab one and see. No, I can't do a row here. But I could do another one here. Nah, not really. Oh, there she goes, back to painting again. So, I mean, in terms of getting the most money for my effort, and if I weren't just, you know, streaming this and attempting to make it moderately entertaining. I could sit here AFK at 9 a.m. and just let her finish painting all my models, and then I would be getting the most out of her work day. So it is exploitable, but her average workday does not feel like it's very productive. Okay, so let's do... no, Dracodite. The house does. The house gets money from her painting. I'm the house. Bah, one friggin' book left. Ah, one friggin' book left. Friggin' books. Okay, so books are fine. These are fine-ish. These could use a little bit of stock. These are fine. These are fine. These could use a little bit of a stock. So one red, one orange. Those. Okay. Yeah, during the day when she is painting, she gives a passive increase to the amount of money that they are paying me to paint, to use my facilities. So yes, if I sit here and let her paint all day and finish off all the minis before the day starts, I am losing that bonus. But that bonus is 22%. And according to the previous day, that would have equated to about $30 to $40. So I would be losing $30 to $40 by not letting her paint during the day. Yes, her primary income would be me selling the minis that she has painted. That is correct. If people would buy the friggin' minis. That's a problem. That's a problem I can't do anything about. That's why I wanted to upgrade the tables. Because I wanted to see if I can get more sales. Oh, nice. 3D print, paint, and then sell minis. Nice. I can't imagine the method to even get enough publicity for that to even be a thing. Like, I can't. I mean, I guess he's potentially selling them on like eBay or something like that, but I could only ever see that being a side hobby, not an actual realistic source of income. Etsy, fair enough. Etsy's the other viable option. There was a time when eBay was the only place to get minis, other than like going to an actual game store, like people selling off their collections and stuff like that. I made an unwise amount of purchases on eBay way back in the day. All right, let us go. She's not gonna sit here and pay paint all day. She has accomplished more, though. Oh, so it's totally a side hobby. Got it. That's fair. Keep the drinks away. You can touch, but with clean hands. Don't spill your drinks on minis. Hello. You're buying my things. I appreciate that. Oh yeah, that's definitely some tight squeezing. Oh, except for that guy. That guy just decides physics aren't a thing for him. So rows of people having to squish by, bouncing your elbows off of people's shoulders as you're walking through. You know, proper cozy gaming experience. Yeah, let's give her a couple more. Alright, so we're shop level 12. We can expand some more, I guess. It is getting a little bit cozy in here. But I mean, so far, with the amount of product that we have available for sale, and the amount of space that we have available, Jesus, she jump scared me. The only reason that I would probably want to expand would be for more painting and gaming table space, which I suppose could be a thing. Alright, let's do the expand. So we currently have what, 3 lights with a space on either side. Let's see how that turns to. A single extra row, as expected. Those are really expensive upgrades. I mean, they add up over time, but they really don't feel like you're doing much at the time. And that was my only upgrade. The next is not until the next level. Okay. Wow, what a dead shopping day. Made a few sales here and there, but really not much happening. Now would be a good day to try to put together another battle group. Well, the problem is some of the ones I want to play with are probably in here. Which means we need to up our decor skill, our score on the shop, so that I can justify taking those off the shelves. Maybe we can just fill them up with imps and stuff. Yeah, let's do that. Let's take all you good guys off the thingy. What do I have 6 of? I have 6 Curse Spectres. I have 6 Bloodthirsty Ghouls. Hold up. Which ones are you? You're the damage +1. Okay, so I might actually use you. You are enemy assault ×2. So this is a kill yourself deck. We don't need that. All of you can go in here. Shit. Sort by name. Great. What's my score? 97. So it has gone down a bit. It was at like 105 before. Because I think the more rare ones that you put in there for display are better. Oops. I mean, it could be a multiply negatives deck, but you'd have to get down to the negatives in the first place. And if you're spending most of your ability on doubling their assault, you're not getting nearly as much on the negatives on them. And your dice don't directly affect their assault, so your dice aren't going to help in that regard. Okay, she's not coming. Okay. Let's take these guys off. Actually, those guys could have stayed on there because I wasn't going to use them anyway, but that's okay. Let's do... Who's this guy? Keep forgetting. Doesn't help. You are the assault ×3. Blood Reapers. Blood Reapers can go up here. No. I don't have a third one painted. It's fine. Banshee. What does Banshee do again? Banshee is the 2 players assault -30, which I don't think we have solid use for that yet. Let's take you down, put you over here. Take you down, put you over here. You can go there. What do we got ghosties in the front? Bone Warden? Bone Warden. Let's do Bone Warden. Why not? Hello. $319. I think that's the highest that I can recall. Might have had another higher purchase, but I'm gonna go $319 as my current highest. $291 though, respectable. So 330 something. It's possible. I don't always pay attention to the totals. Okay, we're gonna need some more product. But then we're gonna need to... Oh. It didn't even scooch the shop back. The upgrade was only over this direction. Man, we're not even getting a full 2 rows out of the deal. Boo. Bigger cash register just so we can fit more stuff on the counter. Yeah. Alright, so 8 p.m. is done. She's going to finish painting her current model. And how's she doing for today? 2 more to do. Not terrible. I don't exactly remember how many she did, but I think it was in the neighborhood of 5-ish. Now these aren't selling. Because I had 3 of these boxes when the day started. And I'm pretty sure I had 4 and 5 when the day started. So I'm not entirely sure why they're not selling. Because they're not priced any differently than anything else in the store. They are just about 5% over market price, which is just about everything else in the store. And prior to moving the shelves, or rather prior to changing it up so I only had 1 row of these instead of 2, these were selling just fine. So something has changed so that where these were selling before, all 3 of these, they are now not selling at all, nor are there replacements. So maybe this is time for a premium shelf situation. Did she do any more? No. Okay, just the 2 remaining. No, you. Alright, novels. Novels. We got space for both the novels, so we can clear those off the shelves. Alright, let's get her in. This button. Pay the bills. She is now worth $370 a day. And her sitting there and painting all day, once again, did not net much money. But it was, I would say, anecdotally speaking, a much quieter day in the shop. We didn't have nearly as many people sitting at all the tables the whole time and all that stuff. Okay. So I'm going to have her sit and paint and finish off those 2 models. And then we'll transfer her to something else for the day. But first, we need one of each color into blues. We need a white spray paint. Rulebook, art book. Red rulebook. 2 collector's boxes. 1 large, 1 small. Hi, how are you? What's up? Walks up and gives me my morning smooches before going to work or something like that. I don't know. That was weird. Kinda awkward. Ma'am, why are you not painting the painting miniatures that need painting? Oh, that's why. I forgot about that. Hang on. She won't paint ones that I haven't painted myself. There we go. Now I painted it. Now you can get to work. See? She knew the assignment. I mean, I guess I could try pricing these down, but I guess it's just odd that these prices haven't changed the whole time, and they were selling just fine. So something else has happened. But I do need to move the shelves anyway, and see if we can make some more room for gaming tables. I think gaming tables might be the overall moneymaker in terms of which of the 2 table types are beneficial. It could be the different price type. We could do a save load just to refresh that. She's done. Great. And now she's going to try to help me stock the shelf. Yeah, there was euros. So I was playing with the setting to change it between dollar and euro. And it changes the UI in the upper corner and the register immediately, but the prices on the shelves do not update automatically. So it doesn't update until I make some change to it. So it's probably not a big deal, but it could be. Who knows? Man, she is not in a hurry, is she? Alright, let's do save load. Welcome back from Oblivion. Ooh, are you having a hard time walking through there? Or were you just being weird? Okay, I think she was just being weird. Alright, so let's push the shelves back a little bit. You can get pushed back in the corner. No, we don't need to clean out the rodent traps. Those are fine. Those have room for like 6 mice. Okay, so let's do another gaming table. And I want to do another premium mini sales, but I don't think I'm selling very many to begin with. Fuck it. Fuck it, why not? Fuck it, why not? Oh, it's so close. Okay. You get pride of plays right there. There we go. Fill you up with dudes. Fill you up with dudes. Oh, he's expensive. I'll give you 210. And we'll give you 115. And we'll give you 150. Okay. This is a little bit out of the ordinary, but this is the special table for people who need special assistance with game. There we go. Okay. You, ma'am, can work on playing with the customers today. Just go be a force of gaming good. Or paste in circles. That's cool too. All right. So we're gonna try to build a thing because I lost all my squads. So let's try to build a squad. Let's do with my usual without the guardians. Well, let's just see what we got. So we got enemy assault minus. Put him in there for now. Let's do some damage. Enemy assault minus. Enemy HP minus would be good, because that would match up with the enemy assault. Maybe this guy gets to go. We'll see. Yeah, this guy gets to go. Let's do Bloodhound and Legionnaire, maybe? I still like my Infernal Warlock. What else do we got? Swordy Slashy enemy damage -2. Reduce their incomingness. Try this guy quick. Let's take out... Let's take out this guy, put in this guy. He can go there. feel like I do need more assault. But maybe I don't. Maybe dropping their assault a little bit, raising my assault a little bit. Actually, if I take out the wolf puppy thing, then pretty much everything I've got is slashy swordy or just swordy. So if I take out the puppy, so I don't have to do the alternating of the slashy swordy, get something in there that's just swordy or another slashy swordy. So just swordy, we've got minus HP plus assault 20. So let's just go with this as an example. If I got slashy swordy, if I did slashy swordy, slashy swordy, slashy swordy, which is kind of my usual alternating pattern, we would do minus 6 HP and an additional minus 6 HP. I feel like that might be a little excessive. So let's take her out of the mix. The Hound actually is a pretty good option still, because if I'm sticking with the slashy swordy alternating, the Hound is going to trigger a couple times anyway. Or we can go with the Legionnaire of the Abyss, who has the same ability, basically. Exactly the same ability, yep, okay. So that's an option. I feel like this is a problem too, because I didn't even count for that when I was looking at this lady. So if we did the slashy swordy, slashy swordy, slashy swordy, we would be doing this guy 3 times. We'd be doing this guy 3 times. Well, actually, all of them would be hitting 3 times. So that would be minus 6, minus 9, minus 6. That would be a lot of bloody damage to myself. Yeah, no, that's too much. That's too much. I'll take the minus for double assault. I will not take the minus for 20 assault. I feel like either of these two would probably still be good to stay in there. The Hound or the Legionnaire with both the same ability. Enemy damage minus 2 would be good, but if I'm leaning heavily on the have as much assault as inhumanly possible, then reducing their damage is pointless. Because I'm attempting to guarantee that I win every combat. So this one I don't think is beneficial. So yeah, either I think I need to do Putrid Imp to do more direct enemy attack. And this would account for if I don't have enough to alternate slashy swordy, maybe I just have slashy slashy instead. Or we just continue to bank on this with the alternating slashy swordies. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. Let's do... Should we do Puppy Dog or Angry McMahon? Or, alternating, both of them. Puppy Dog and Angry McMahon. Rather than minusing their assault by 20 points, potentially increasing my own assault by like 80 or more, depending on how many times this doubles. Fuck it, let's see how I do. Also, do we have customers? Are there people here? What's going on? Oh, she's not... She's playing a game. Okay, hang on. When I don't have her on register duty, she gets a little easily distracted. Which is fair. Whoops. Okay. So, let's play a game. Nope. Yes. No. Yes? No. Yes. Let's play a game. Who will play with me? You, sir. You will play with me. We do have the slashy sorty. Well, we don't have all the slashy sorties. We only have the double slashy sorties. So then we could do and get enough alternating in there. That's gonna trigger 4 times, Jesus. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, so let's start off with a boomy instead. Maybe save myself 3 damage. It's funny because doing this, my damage is actually higher, and my assault is higher. But I feel like I need to save myself 3 health, because I can only do 16 damage to myself twice before I'm done. And this is purely experimental with this HP -3 guy. Might have to swap him out for something a little bit less traumatic. If I could get more damage without that HP sacrifice, that'd be great. I wonder, since well, I guess I am using 2 undead, the skeletal archer and the ghoul. Wondering if I swap out the undead for the guardians, and if they have some equivalents. I know they have an enemy HP minus archer that's somewhat equivalent. I don't know if the attack, the dice are the same. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, slashy sorty, slashy sorty, slashy slashy. Oh dear. They have a lot of minus assault right now. Two players, assault -30. Enemy assault -20. Enemy assault -10. And damage. So they're just going all in on the beating me senseless. There we go. Yeah, wrong order. All right. Yikes. So the best I can do right now is draw. Oof. Oof. I mean, I gotta swing it. Yeah, that minus assault can be really powerful if you manage to overcome whatever other assault they've got going on. Because it doesn't matter if you have 0 assault if they're deeply in the negative. So I guess there is something to say for a full assault. Assault on the assault. Assaulty assault. Round draw, nothing happens. Great. Now I just need to not kill myself next round. That's always a challenge, because I can easily do 16 damage to myself. Alright, so let's do dippity-boppity-boopity-bop. So that's me killing myself, which is bad. If I pop in, let's swap these for a sec. If I pop in you and you, that still kills me. Yeah, see, this is one of those. It reminds me of one of my first red decks for Magic. It was a 40 card high speed burn deck, And basically the way that that deck played was 100% burn 100% of the time. If I didn't win by round 3, I was never going to win. So this reminds me very much of that. If I don't win by round 2, I'm not going to win. Just because of the high amount of burn. So let's just go ahead and kill myself. Smash myself against their wall. There we go. I died. I kilted myself. Yeah, and that's one of the challenges with using this guy right here. It's great to have the extra damage, but since sword is the most common on the die, well, it's not the most common, but it's pretty darn common. It draw it anyway. Nice. I'll take it. Alright, so let's see about swapping these guys out. So we do have 2 undead. So let's see if we can swap out the undead for equivalent in Guardian. So Assault 10 is solid, basic, but good. Here, let's start at the beginning. We got Salty, Assault plus 5, basic, but good. HP plus 1. The HP plus 1 actually wouldn't be a bad idea. Plus 1 activation to the next miniature. Ooh. Interesting. Interesting. Apothecary Priestess would be good. Because, I mean, ultimately the Apothecary isn't her own figure. As far as I'm concerned. She isn't her own figure. All she does is serves to duplicate a different figure. Which is good if, in a game where you can only have one of each figure, a figure that can duplicate the effects of another figure can be beneficial, for sure. Apothecary Priestess is definitely a solid combo with the damage and the assault. But that takes away my pre-existing plan of alternating slashy stabby. But if we're going in on as many swords as possible, Wall Archer, Apothecary, Lightning Witch, Footman. Yeah, see, these don't synergize easily. But if we take him out, yeah, let's take him out too. If we Priestess, because we're going to trigger a bunch of swords anyway, get some health. Lightning Witch, Apothecary, Footman. I feel like I'm diving too far away from the slashy's effectiveness. So maybe if we put the Fort Defender in there with the plus 5 instead. Two swords would not be 3 activations. Two swords would just be 1 activation of her, which adds an activation to her, so 2 activations of her. Now 3 swords, that's when it starts going crazy. Because 3 swords would trigger her twice, and trigger her twice. So 4 activations of her. Possibly more? Because when it says adds 1 activation to the next miniature, would that be adding to its base? So if I add 1 activation to her, yeah, that would still be 4. I don't know, my brain wasn't quite working. if I swap those two, the priestess would get 3 activations? How does that work? Oh, are you talking about for healing? Sorry, I was totally brain locked on the lightning witch for activations. You're talking about the priestess for health. That's what you're talking about. I was mostly thinking of the priestess as a more slower burn mitigation of my killing of myself. So I wasn't thinking of her as, let's just get as much health as possible. I was thinking of her as, let's just mitigate the BS that I'm doing to myself here, while also still managing to get some assault. Yeah, I mean, if I had 2 swords, and the apothecary was next to the priestess, then yes, that would be 3 total activations of the priestess, and 1 activation of the lightning witch. But I want more lightning witch. That's kind of my goal here. I want more assault, but I don't think I want to all in on swords. I think I want to have at least some assault happening. Enemy HP -1 would be handy. But I don't think I want to double stack swords all the time. Maybe I do. Each time an allied miniature activates, assault +5. That would be okay. But again, this is entirely different tactics than my original build. My original build was very heavily reliant on the synergy of the alternating slashy swordies. But now we've killed that synergy altogether. And if we do a 2 slashy, let's just put him there. If we do a 2 slashy, that means at the very least we need 2 slashies to ever touch him. And then it would need to be something like slashy, slashy, and then 4 swords, which would be acceptable. But I'd only ever be activating the ×2 guy once, which is unfortunate, because I was really kind of dependent on him ramping up the assault capabilities. But maybe with the double activation of the witch and the multiple activation of this guy with the witches and all that stuff, maybe that kind of would balance out. It might be beneficial to get in and actually see what the numbers look like. Oh, right. I keep forgetting she bails. Sorry, everyone. I've been sitting there watching me fiddle with my squad for the last hour. Okay. Shelves are okay. They could do a little bit of help. Now we did sell a few of these. I think we sold 2 of these and 1 of these. I don't remember how many of these we had. Ah, Jesus. They must have been standing there a while if they all managed to drop junk. Okay. Let's do next day. Base blue and green. One of each. Hello, Gila. Hello, Gila. Clicky. Clicky. There we go. Meow. Thank you. Thank you. There are occasionally mini boxes on the ground, but yes, it would make more sense to have more mini boxes as trash on the ground. Let's go ahead and buy one of the big green boxes. Hi, kitty. Hi, kitty. Come here, kitty. Come. Every time I reach down to pet him, he just flops. Enlarge. Is that it? I think that's it. Okay. That's done. You may come in. Oh, sure, we'll sell a priest. Why not? You can be 150. And we'll sell that guy. And we'll sell that guy. And we'll sell that guy. He needs to be 155. And we'll unfilter so we can sell other things. There we go. That's not where that's supposed to go. How do I clear you out? Close enough. Alright, let's try it out. Win rate 100. Wait. It's still counting the win rate from the previous build before changing it. Okay. So, let's try this again. Or rather, let's try this for the first time, because this is an entirely different build. Okay, what do we got? We got slashy slashy. And we got sorty 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 sorty. Well, that seems perfectly good. We're getting 6 activations of the Lightning Witch, because we're getting 3 activations of the Apothecary. Plus 4 from the Healy Witch. Alright, let's do that. Hila, hi. Yeah, a decent amount of assault power. Not quite as high as my previous one. Because my previous one was, if I got all the sorty slashies, I could choose between 660 and 1,000 assault power. But respectable nonetheless. Because that was 11 damage on 360 assault power. Plus offsetting my hit point loss to the point where I'm right where I started. This seems pretty good. This seems pretty good. That's less good. Okay. Less good. A little bit less good. However, they only have 60 assault power, so we're still skirting by. This is fine. Yeah, if I don't get those swords, it's not a great build. Like, it's very sword dependent. Hila, stop. Now, I'm seeing he might need to go over here instead. Because he just triggered 4 times, and he didn't do anything. So, either... Yeah, I think he only triggers after others have triggered. Because he doesn't trigger off of himself, and he didn't trigger because this guy goes after him. So he needs to go later in the chain so that he can at the very least trigger with these 3. I don't necessarily need him triggering after this guy, because adding 5 after times 2 assault isn't going to be that beneficial, but he needs to move later in the chain. That's better. Slashy, slashy, swordy, 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 swordy. Let's see how many times he triggers. Because he should add plus 5 13 times. 14 times because of this guy. But if he doesn't add all that... Yeah, it's just, yeah. I mean, he might be doing it. He is adding 360 to the total, so maybe he is triggering, even though he's first in the lineup. I do wonder what a full sword run would do on this thing. Because a full sword run would be a lot of damage and a lot of assault. But it wouldn't times 2 the assault. So, it would be good, but I don't think it would be perfect. I think we do still need that times 2 assault happening. Hooray! We won the do. I got hoofy feet. Ilias, Harbinger of Carnage. Lovely. Great. Oh well. Okay, let's do some cashiering. Let's see. So if we put him, I don't think we need to put him later. I don't think that's actually a thing that's needed. But I mean, looking at the build now, we're almost 100% Guardian, rather than Demon Undead that I started with. He might not trigger as many times there. He might need to go first. I mean, that's probably fair. Yeah. Cert. There we go. Now, I do think that Assault ×2 is still beneficial. No, okay. Can't search for assault attacks. I think the Assault ×2 is still beneficial. Could we... Ooh, here's an idea. This is an awful idea, but I kind of want to try it anyway. Could we get away with the HP -3, damage +3? No, because we need the Assault to succeed. Oh. I don't know how that happened, but sure, great. Not entirely sure how that just happened, but that's okay. Let's uh-oh. It broke. Well, shit. Shit. I'll add that to my bug list. Trying to see if there's a... Ah, there we go. There we go, okay. The X at the top worked. This is good. You don't have a price, bud. You can be 220. Great. Okay. So that was fun. Yeah, you do that. I'm gonna be over here playing games. Let's try it again. We didn't actually make any change to the build. I feel like I should have, but that's okay. So what if we did slashy, sorty, sorty, slashy. Ow, we don't have a sorty, sorty. So that only gives 260 and does not give very much in damage. But if we did that, 270, more damage, and more hit points. Perfect. Ooh. More assault to guarantee the win. In this case, I'm guaranteeing the win. 3 slashy, 3 swordy. 370 and 9. That's not bad. 410 and 7. 360 and 5. 410 and 7. 260 and 7. Yeah, I guess 360 and 370 and 9 is pretty good. Let's do that. Oh, and yeah, that's because our Bannerman is triggering twice. Meh. 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 That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Probably should look to see what their abilities are before I go all in on my normal plans, but it's fine. Apparently, more assault was the better answer against these guys because they're very heavy on the negative assault. That just gave me the noise. It didn't even tell me when. Nice. Okay, what do we got? Oh, looks like we're going all in those slashy slashies. Slashy 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 sortie. That's not good at all. That's not good in the least. Alright, cool. Well, I can't do much against that when I don't have any swords to work with. On a sword heavy build. Fuck it, bring it. I'll take the hit. Hey, Gina. Sir. Yeah, it's a very sword heavy build. I guess I could go a little bit more slash heavy. I think there was a priest who was 2 slashes, I think. I think we landed on 3-2-1 for assault, or for slashy, swordy, and splody on the dice. So slash heavy would be slightly more reliable. Because yeah, we're hitting a lot of slashes. Hey, Gila. Hi, kitty. Okay. I mean, we won. It wasn't a clean victory. And, I mean, it's good to know that even with a whole bunch of slashes, we can do okay. It could be better. Yeah. Two swords is good. Less than 2 swords is very bad. That's not what I expected to have happen at all. So let's see. If we do... Let's kick undeads out for now. So swordy for this guy. I feel like I should kick out demons for now too. So yeah, slashy for the priest is 2 hit points. So that would give us a little bit more slash heavy. But again, that's only hit points, so it doesn't really lend into the assault synergy. We could do slashy McMahon, Fort Defender. There's not much else. What do we have in the demons section? For slashy slashy. I mean, we do have Swordy Slashy for the Legionnaire. And we have... This is the sort of go kill yourself. Yeah, there's not much else. Not much else. What about undead? Slashy swordy enemy attack. Slashy swordy assault. Enemy damage, enemy assault, enemy assault. Yeah, there's not too much. Yeah, and generally speaking, I do get a pretty decent spread. I mean, it was when I was having my pure alternating slashy swordy build, I was very reliably getting 3 and 3, where I could alternate my slashy swordy repeatedly. Every once in a while I'd get a boom or two that might throw it off, but it was pretty damn reliable. Every once in a while I'd get a nearly all slash or an all sword build, which would kind of kill it a little bit. Let's do one more. There we go. It's a pretty solid starting. Now, just out of curiosity, if we alternated that. Yeah, the alternating doesn't work as well in this build. Let's just do it. Alright. Yeah, I mean, in terms of damage, it's not the most damaging build. But it is moderately reliable in terms of killy power. I don't think I have any options to make that more beefy, except for maybe there. Can I do more? I mean, yes. I don't need him for this round. So yeah, screw it. Let's get more damage. It is 8 dice, yes. So we really should be getting a pretty even spread to make our choices. But them's not how the dice roll. Great. I know this song, and it's probably going to get copyright claimed on YouTube. Ah. So yeah, here's a little bit more reminiscent of a bad spread. Yeah, that might not go well. Oh well. Hey, does that do anything? Yeah, it does do some. It definitely does some. It doesn't do good, but it does some. I mean, their average attacks have been in the neighborhood of double digits, so we should be fine, but never know. Hooray. Did it. I did it. Oh, I got ahead of the Hellas dude. Alright, cool. Thanks, bud. Sweet. See, sometimes time stops. I started that game at like 7:38, and it was 7:42 by the time I got out of the chair. Other times, time doesn't stop, and she'll keep ringing people up, and stuff keeps happening, and people keep doing. I haven't quite figured out the rhyme or reason behind that yet. Why do Lindt chocolates need to be placed down on the table? I am confused. Oh, the music. Kind of forgot that was one of their signature commercial musics. Alright, you can get sold. You can get sold. You can get sold. You can get sold. Great. We're actually finally starting to sell off a decent amount of miniatures on the regular basis. That's a good thing. Okay. So, I think I need to end it here. It's late. Level 13 is almost here. And we're going to unlock gray spray paint. Exciting. Another novel. Red novel. Another poster. And a big mini display case to make my shop prettier. And then I think another expansion level. So nothing overly remarkable. So, I think for right now, I will play this a little bit in my off time, but probably not stream again for a little bit. Maybe wait until they do another big update or something like that. This game released to what appears to be full access or full version in Steam, but they are very clearly work in progress. So I believe they're treating it like an early access game, still very much coming soon kind of deal, and coming soon kind of deal. It's under my face. Coming soon. So I do think that this is more along the lines of early access. So keep an eye on it. Wait for some updates, and yeah. Continue the game shop. Not the GameStop. Game shop. But that'll be it for tonight. Iron Ninja, Draconeye, Icesucks, Ducks. Anyone else still lurking out there? Appreciate y'all being there. And I will see you next time. Bye.